What's up, Ivy League fans? Noah Savage here to preview all the action this weekend coming up, and it all starts when Penn goes up to Levites to play Harvard, and I'm extra excited about this game because it's going to be yours truly on the call with fellow Ivy Leaguer Dallin Cuff doing play-by-play. It's an all Ivy League booth, and remember, it starts early, so set those alarms and get ready for the action. Now, Penn's coming off a big win and a huge performance from Jordan Dingle, who had 31 points last weekend. What I love about the way he played last weekend was he didn't settle for the three. Boom, use the pump fake, get into the lane, using his body to get some and ones. We know he can really shoot the ball from the free throw line, and I love how he used the free throw line as a weapon last weekend. Clark Slackard was also awesome. He has all the runners in the game. Steve Nash-esque, boom, floaters, flippers, the underhand, off wrong foot. He's really hard to guard, especially when he gets going downhill off pick and roll situations. The question for Harvard is going to be, do they get Chris Ledlum back? The big-bodied bends, the Escalade in the middle. I mean, he's so tough. He's leading the league in rebounding, but he can also step out and shoot it. He's a great shooter, and he's deceptively athletic. He will put you on a poster. He will dunk on your face. You cannot take anything for granted against Chris Ledlum. If he comes back for the Crimson, that's going to make a huge difference. Now, Noah Kirkwood's been one of the best players in the league the entire season long. He fills up the stat sheets. He gives you the steals. He gives you the assists. He gives you the rebounds, and he's in the top 5 in scoring and has been all season long in the Ivy League. He's really tough, especially with those jab moves that he used to free himself up for threes and to get into the paint to create for himself and others. Louis Lesmond, I love the way he's been coming on, shooting the basketball. Lucas Sakota, they've got so many weapons up there at Harvard. But the question is, who is going to show up for Penn? Is it going to be the team effort where everybody gets involved? George Smith shooting it from downtown, Moshkovitz with his inside game. They're going to have all 5 players playing well if they want to get a road victory against a team as tough as Harvard. Yale visits Princeton on Saturday at 4 p.m., and this is going to be a battle that's decided by the three-point shooting. I mean, talk about a red-hot team. Princeton's won 10 in a row. They lead the league in three-point shooting percentage at 38%, and they make 11 a game, both number 1 in the Ivy. But hold on a second. Yale is the best team at defending the three-point shot. They hold other teams to 30% from behind the line. Now, Princeton has a ton of weapons. Jalen Llewellyn, Ethan Wright, Ryan Langborg, and Drew Freiberg all make over 2 threes a game. You can't say that about any other team in the league. The biggest story in the league right now is Tosan and Woma's play, who not only leads the league in assists, he leads the league in field goal percentage too. That's just a remarkable performance all year long. And if you're Yale, you have to decide, are you going to double team him? Are you going to play him straight up? How are you going to mix up the looks so that he can't just sit back there and pick you apart with his passing? Now for Yale, Azar Swain, Jalen Gabadon, Bez and Bang, Matt Noling, they've all got to put the pressure on the guards of Princeton, attacking the paint and putting them in bad situations. They can't afford to have the type of shooting night that they had down at the Palestra against Penn, because they're in for a long night if they think they can keep up with the scoring of Princeton, who is 16th in the country in scoring. Are you kidding me? 10 wins in a row. They are red hot. If Yale wants to win on the road, they've got to bring that trademark Yale Bulldog defense and try to slow down the Tigers. Cornell heads up to Providence to play Brown, and let me tell you what you're going to need to bring for this game. Right here, baby. Bring the running shoes. Forget the basketball shoes. Brown is coming off a game where they hung a 93-piece on Columbia. You heard it right, 93 points, and they're going to need those points playing against Cornell, 11th in the country in scoring at just under 82 points per game. Cornell has been pushing the pace and pushing the offense all season long. They had 44 points in a great comeback win against Harvard last weekend. Sarju Patel hitting threes. Dean Knoll getting into the paint. Chris Mannon making plays. And of course, Keller Boothby leading the country in three-point shooting. Kobe Dixon finding guys. Back doors. Dropping it over the shoulder. Bounce passes. He's second in the league in assists, and he's doing it from the high post as well as down low for the Cornell Big Red. But for Brown, how about the play recently of Paxson Wojcik? 15 points last weekend. He and Dominic Cho led the way. Dominic Cho, a huge game, 20 points, 8 rebounds. But what else is new? He's been great his whole career at Brown, and there's nothing different this season. He's just been sensational. But I think if Brown wants to have success against Cornell, they've got to bring that defense, and they've got to try to at least slow down Cornell a little bit, maybe bring that 1-2-2 half-court trap or extend it all the way up, turn them a couple of times to shorten that shot clock, because if you get in a track meet with Cornell, good luck. The final matchup of the weekend in the Ivy League. It's a big one, and it's got Ivy League tournament implications for these teams. One of them is going to leave with their second Ivy League win. The other one will have just one league win in the Ancient Eight. Let's start with Columbia's side of it. They need to clean up their turnovers. 22 turnovers last time out, last weekend. They've got to be a lot better. And again, they gave up 93 points to Brown. So they've got to clean up the turnovers and be better on the defensive end, but they've got a lot of weapons. Ike Nweke, the big man, he's back. He's playing strong. Not only the post game inside, but he can really shoot it from 15 to 17 feet. He, as well as guards Eddie Turner III and then Geronimo Rubio de la Rosa, need to put the pressure on the Dartmouth guards because they're excellent. Torres Samuels, and of course, Brendan Barry, who can really shoot the basketball. He averages 3.7 made threes per game. Are you kidding me? That leads the league. Number 2 is on the other side, by the way. Liam Murphy is a driller. He makes 2.5 threes a game. The three-point battle is always important in the Ivy League, but especially when you play against Dartmouth. He can really shoot it. And also Aaron Rye, the versatile four-man, gets into the paint, can really play make, and he's taking his fitness to another level. He never gets tired. He's the Iron Man for the Dartmouth Big Green. I like the matchup down low this weekend between Ike Nweke and Dame Adelican. These are two big bodies. They're going to go boom, 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 down low. I'm excited to see how they defend each other, both before the catch, but also once they get it down there on the block, how are they going to attack, and how are they going to read the double teams that have to come when you've got big guys who play that well in the post.